My name's Clayton. I'm from Houston, Texas. My sobriety date is January 5th of 2016. For that, I'm as grateful as I know how to be. Before I came to the Wheelhouse, I'd been struggling with drug addiction and alcoholism for over 20 plus years. And I was struggling off and on most of my life. It was just a nightmare I couldn't turn off. I could have a little bit of sobriety and then I didn't feel like I really needed that anymore. And then the wonderful cycle really took its toll. Randy B. was my sponsor starting in around 2013, and in 2015 when I came to the Wheelhouse, he suckered me into breakfast. I had eaten in about 3 days, and I'd called him to tell him goodbye because I was done. I wanted no more. And he said, "Why don't you come have breakfast with me and we'll talk about it. You can tell me goodbye face to face if that's what you want." So they suckered me into coming over here. Bob R. was the house manager, and I showed up on birthday night in April of 2015. After I detoxed a little while and got to know all the men in the house, it was quickly apparent that this place was something special. The brotherhood was instantly apparent. The Wheelhouse helped me put into practical application the steps of recovery. You get essays to discuss your recovery, and especially when you do something stupid. And I wrote one because it didn't take long for me to get one. And the house manager made me read it during Wrap It Up. And it was heartfelt. I mean, it's been trying to kill me for most of my life. And I was very emotional when I read it in front of everybody. And afterward, the embrace and the welcoming that I got, I knew instantly that I was home. I didn't make it through my first 30 days the first time I came here, but that didn't stop me from continuing the steps with my sponsor. And just by the time I got to the middle of it, the promises were starting to come very true in my life. Something absolutely took, and I was absolutely different. The Wheelhouse helps me put arms and legs on recovery. The men that came before me still teach me today. The men that have come after me, I want so desperately for them to, I desperately want them to hear that they can recover as well. Because I did it. Anybody can do it if I can do it. My life today is something I couldn't have dreamed of. It's everything I thought I wanted as a teenager, except the feeling that I have when I look myself in the eye. I am every bit of the man that I've ever wanted to be. I have consistency, dependability, character, some things that were never associated with me as I was growing up or throughout my entire life. I'm dependable, reliable. Something also was never associated with me. I rent rooms out of my house to the wheelheads that have made it past 3/4 and ready for their own space, so I can continue to mentor the guys coming up right behind me. They're in my home. This is not a business that I'm running. I show up every once in a while. They see it 24 hours a day how I live my life.